You've just received a quote to replace your roof from Roofle, and one of two things are going through your head. The first thought may sound like, the price is too good to be true. And the second thought, you might be wondering, what's the catch? I'm here to resolve both of those thoughts by giving you insight into how our industry prices projects by breaking down the traditional pricing model versus a disruptive model, better known as Roofles. If this seems too transparent for you, I would simply tell you, get used to it. That's just who Roofle is. Let's start with the easy stuff on the traditional model. Sales commission. For most roofing contractors, your salesman is typically compensated on straight commission. That's right. If they don't sell your project, they don't make any money. On average, that's 10% of the overall cost of your roofing project. Now, let's talk about marketing. Homeowners, on average, get 3 different quotes. As you can imagine, it creates competition amongst roofing contractors, who likely paid a lead generation service to get your information. That doesn't include any of the technical or traditional marketing tactics typically used by contractors, nor does it even scratch the surface. But hopefully, it does paint a picture of just how significant a role marketing plays when it comes to winning your business. On average, the overall marketing cost is centered around 12% of the overall project. Roofle, on the other hand, takes a different approach to both sales and marketing. Our customer experience managers are not trained to sell you a new roof. They are trained to guide you through your own buying process with our technology, therefore dropping the traditional sales commission from 10% to 2%, saving you, the homeowner, money. For marketing, it's also much different. And first, let's knock that 12% found in the traditional model down to 5%. We can do this because our approach to connecting you with a new roof is centered around creating compelling information and content and not on traditional tactics such as paid lead generation. We can take the 8% we saved on sales commission and the 7% from marketing and set it aside for now. We'll come back to it soon. Let's move on to operating costs now. The traditional model has a high amount of expenses related to operating costs. Brick and mortar, a fleet, overhead for employees and crews, which adds up to 15% of the total cost of your roof. Again, with Roofle, we are different. There's no brick and mortar and no fleet. But we're now at 8% versus 15%. Not too bad. Our new disruptive model is starting to take shape nicely. We have 8% operating costs, we have 5% marketing spend, and 2% commission. If you're following along with the math, that's 15% total for Roofle's model versus 37% in the traditional model. By now, you may be getting the point on how this all works, but we're not done yet. Let's talk about materials for a minute. All of us roofers have been impacted by the latest wave of price increases. We are basically all paying the same amount for materials. And for now, that's 26% of the overall project for both the traditional model and even Roofle's disruptive model. Let's now move on to labor and closer to the final segment of our time together. On the traditional side of the business are the subcontractors, or crews that do the work. You know, the ones putting on the roofs. Traditionally, they're paid around 27% of the overall job cost, and we believe that to be a very fair price. But at Roofle, we don't use subcontractors or crews to do the work. We work with professionally curated local trade partners. This means we work with local contractors with in-house teams who we ask to go through a vetted trade partner process, agreeing to uphold our warranty claims by standing by the quality of their work and abiding by our progressive roofing processes. For that, we give them an additional 3%, bringing the total to 30% of the total project cost. Looking at our models, that's a total of 90% on the traditional side and only 71% on the Roofle side of the model. On the traditional model, there is only one area left, and that's profit. With the traditional model, that's 10% of the total roofing project. For Roofle's model, there are 2 areas remaining to discuss. The first is overall profit, which is exactly the same as the traditional model at 10%, but the other area we need to fill in is the one that resolves the final question. Is this too good to be true? That answer is no, it's not. We take the remaining 19% left over and we give it back to you, the homeowner. There you have it. It is transparent and completely broken down for you to better understand why it's not too good to be true. Technically, it's just math. Our trade partners make more money, you save money, and most importantly, you get exactly what you want without any catch. This is not a bait and switch. So, the next time a roofing contractor tells you that Roofle's model is impossible, just know that it's very well thought out. You might even call it disruptive, but over here, we call it revolutionary. We don't spend much time worrying about our competition because chances are they're not our competition. But even if they were, we are too busy spending all of our time focused on you, the customer. It's not too good to be true. It's just Roofle.